This is your reading for Saturday, picking up on the overall energy of what we will be dealing with. So, as you notice, today we have a lot of people. We have the Knight of Swords, the King of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. So, a few different themes, meaning that we have a few different choices on today. Everybody, if you notice, is kind of doing their own thing. Like you have the Knight of Swords being like a bat out of hell in reverse. We'll talk about this. The King of Cups is kind of like drifting in his own world or her own world. Most of the time, the king is a man. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles just kind of like doing its own thing too. So this is interesting. Some of you all will be gathering with people. Like you might find yourself around more people than normal, whether you're socializing or whether you are just working and all of a sudden just people are more present around your energy today. It could be like normally you do your own thing without other people around you. Today you're doing your own thing and everyone's around you, it seems like. Now, there are pockets of opportunity to kind of escape and do your own thing. And I'm getting from this reading that everybody just needs to focus on themselves. I think we have to be careful on having emotional reactions to other people because what's going on with other people, we have to realize today has nothing to do personally with us. And I know that can kind of sound harsh, but I mean that in the most loving way, in the sense of you can't let other people's stuff consume you. All right. So let's start with the Knight of Swords in reverse. If you are a person who is very logical, an overthinker, possibly Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, I would be very careful on the things that you say and the way in which you act. I wouldn't speed. I wouldn't run a red light. Like I would just be super like chill and slow with my approach for the day because the Knight of Swords is in reverse. You could mean well my air people or my people who act as air people, but people can just take it in a manner to where you didn't even mean it. You can say, crack a joke, and if you're not careful, that person takes it as extreme sarcasm and gets offended. So I would just say be a bit more passive or sugarcoat things a little bit today. And I hate to say that, it sounds so fake, but if you're normally kind of like blunt, just dial it down a little bit, especially if you're like a very intelligent numbers type of person. All right. Now, next we have and watch your back. Like pay attention to how the Knight of Swords is coming in like, to the King of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Like watch your back. Like just be extra like in your own world and having your protective bubble. And that's what I'm getting. It's like nothing can really hurt you. Nothing can really hurt you because these people actually, it's like you'll go wrong. Like, and I know it's a lot of people who I talk to. If you know, like, yeah, I do kind of scandalous things. I am a little catty or bitchy. I can't think of another word. Then just watch it, because what you put out is what you receive. And the King of Cups is kind of protecting him or herself. And so is the Knight of Coins. So just be aware of that. I would probably get up a little bit early, even though it's a Saturday. I would probably just try to get in and out. And heads up, post Mercury retrograde is coming on the 23rd. So whatever you need to get done, documents, phone calls, buying electronics, and even with Mars retrograde, that's a little wonky because Mars rules machinery. So, but as a heads up, get it done before the 23rd. Get your oil change, get your brakes done, get all of that stuff together. Nothing horrible happens if you do it during Mercury retrograde, which the pre-phase starts September 23rd. The actual retrograde isn't until I think October, but still, why not get ahead of the game if you can? All right. Then we have the King of Cups. Like I said, stay in your protective bubble. The King of Cups is super loving, very understanding, that ear to listen to. It's okay if you're a little dazed or just a little in your own little world in your mind. Things like that can happen when all these different topics or all these different personalities are coming forth. If you are a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, you do have some beautiful kind of merged energy with the Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn today because the Knight of Pentacles is here. But if you're the Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or a person who is more intuitive or just the more loving, caring type, regardless of your zodiac sign, you care more about the maybe like the emotional or subconscious undertone under, I guess beneath things more so than facts. The Knight of Swords is the type of person like, look, this is how many cases, this is how many numbers. The King of Cups is like, but what does that emotionally mean? What does that do to your soul? Does this help me? That's the type of approach the King of Cups takes. So somebody very, very loving is present today. And if you know a water sign, you might want to kind of cling to them because they might be a bit more rational to kind of help you through any type of anxiety, stress, paranoia with the Knight of Swords, just saying things, signing up for things quicker than you can think about it. I wouldn't probably make any huge life-changing decisions this weekend. Give it till Monday or something and then move forward. Next, we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is making things pretty practical. The Knights are extreme. You have to be careful. You can really overspend with this energy. Buy what you need. I would not like just go. You can go on a shopping spree, but have a budget because the King of Cups is like, it's all about the way you feel, not about how much money you spend. And the Knight of Pentacles is like hell. So I've had those times to where I went shopping or I went to the mall or I went somewhere and I'm just like, oh, I need this dress. It's my favorite dress. And then when I buy the dress, I never wear it. Or, just little stuff like that can happen under this influence. Different personalities, different perspectives. Me personally, I'm probably going to be leaning towards this King of Cups, this loving, caring Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And nothing is wrong with my other zodiac signs. Actually, you all will decide what works for you, but I would highly suggest leaning more towards the earth and water signs this weekend. Because the Knight of Swords in reverse, man, you could go the hell off. I'm going to just be real with you. You can go off. You could want to check somebody at a checkout line. You have to really just say, and that was a deep breath, by the way, is it worth getting mad at this person? Is it worth yelling at them for, letting someone butt me? No, just let things be. Try your best to let things roll off your back. And if you honestly have a more intuitive, selfless, calm, loving approach this weekend, man, especially, of course, Saturday, this is for Saturday, you can really have an amazing energy because it's like and it's what's amazing is that you'll find people who are on your wavelength. Notice how they're kind of looking this way, even though the King of Cups is still in his own world, and avoid the people who aren't. And it doesn't make them bad. It doesn't make, of course, air signs bad. I love air signs, right? It doesn't make any of that bad. It just means vibe with the people who normally kind of are on your wavelength. When you have those conversations, they go pretty smoothly. When you hang out with that person, it just kind of meshes well. But just as a heads up, if you are a water sign that is hanging out with the earth sign this weekend, oh, it can go great. But you might have to be the bigger man or the bigger woman. So have a great Saturday. Enjoy yourself. It looks like we'll be around more people than normal, or at least one other person, especially if you've been in the house. So have a good one, and I will see you on Sunday. I hope you all have